G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son, going on with Combat Commander Europe, Scenario 20, a march in December, and the Russians have well and truly been ambushed now. They've lost about 2.5 to 1 so far, troop-wise, but the trouble is 3 of those that they've lost are all of their leaders. So it is now the Finns' turn again, and once the Finns have removed this medium machine gun, they can actually all start to run away, and they'll be fine. So let's see what we've got. So they have a rout assault, fire ambush, move crossfire, rout spray, advance, and another fire. Okay. Okay. Righto. So I think what the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to do the advance. And we're going to advance into here. And we're not going to gin around or anything else. We're going to use our ambush, which reduces this unit, and he's gone because he's already reduced. That gives us 4 more victory points, takes us back to 17 for the Finns, and they have no weapons left on the board. So as of Special Rule 4, once there are no Allied controlled weapons on the map, Axis units may move or advance off any map edge hex numbered 6 or less, gaining normal exit VPs for doing so. Okay, so this is the only man who has done anything at the moment. The next thing I am going to do is I am going to give I am actually going to try and rout this gentleman. And if I can rout him up towards here, then yeah, we'll knock him out. It's just to get him out of my way, in fact. So he's sitting on 5, and we get 9. So he's going to go 4, and we have a sniper at L7. And that is all the way over here and does nothing. So this bloke's going to go 4. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? It is. Okay, so there's him. I have one more order I can give. Actually, what I should have done is I should have fired him first, hopefully broken him, and then he could not have routed. But hey, who happens? Righto, so we're going to give a move order. Here it is. And that move order is going to go to Sergeant Ravina up here, and he is going to break contact. So this first unit is going to be this CC is going to move, and it is going to go 2. So do the Russians want to shoot as they disengage? And we have a no, a maybe. Okay, so they do have a fire command. They're going to use it. So they do fire, and it's this gentleman that's firing, so it's 5 into here. Do they have anything to help with the fire? And they do. He has a crossfire. So he's going to fire for 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 10. He really doesn't like that guy. So he's firing for 17, and this guy is sitting here at 8, 9, 10, and he is going to use his concealment. Or is he? No, he's not. He's just going to stay there. So it's 10, and he gets 9, 19. He's good. And we have a sniper at H7. And H7 is here. So this guy is now hit. There we go. Okay, so then this guy moves off the board, goes onto the turn track to come back. See, I remembered this time, and that's another 4 VPs, so it takes the Finns to 21. The next man to move is this Sissy here, who will move to here. He will shoot again, so he's shooting for 5 into here. He has nothing to help, so it's simply 5 plus 6 is 11, which is fine. And a sniper at 06, which is all the way over here and does nothing. And this guy is at 8, plus 1 is 9, minus 1 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16, so he's fine. He then moves to here, because he can't shoot him now. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, and off he goes. So he's up there as well. Another 4 points. We're up to 25. We have this CC here. He will go to here. He'll shoot again for 5. So it makes 15. He's starting to get peeved again. And this gentleman here is at, again, 8 plus 1 minus 1. So at 8. 18. And he's going to go there, there, off again. That's another 4 points. Sorry, 2 points. So that's 2, 4. I've got to take off. So we'll take 2 off with him. Okay, so we're at 23. I was doubling up the points. I forgot that's double for elimination, not for running away. Okay, and the last bloke to go is Sergeant Ravina. He'll go 1, 2, 3, and he's off. So that's 2 points. So we're up to 25. Right, and that is the last thing the Finns can do. And they're going to keep the 2 cards they have left, which is this Rout and Fire, and get 4 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is the Russians' turn. So they have a Recover, an Advance, and a Command Confusion. So I suppose in the grand scheme of things, they are going to do a Recover first, which makes sense. So they have these 2 units. So this one first, because that'll be the easiest to recover if it works. So that's an 8, and he gets an 8. So he is suppressed, and the sniper is at E4. And E4 is here, out of everybody's way. This gentleman is on a 6 and gets a 7, so nothing happens, but we have an event, and the event is Booby Trap. Place mines in a random hex. So let's grab some mines, and the random hex is M6. So it's all the way here. Okay, so the mines are here. Right, so that's his recover action, which did absolutely nothing. So he's decided, stuff you all, I am going to advance. And I am going to advance into here. And I'm going to pit myself against these CC again, because I've been kicking their bums like a bunch of sissies. Okay, so he is a 5, he is a 6. I do not have any ambushes for the Russians, and I do not have an ambush for the Finns. So it is 6 plus 7 is 13, and the event is Walking Wounded. Select one eliminated unit, return that unit to play in or adjacent to a random hex broken. So I am going to bring back Lieutenant Penny. And the random hex is 05. And 05 is here, and I can bring him back to any hex there or adjacent. So I'm going to put him here, just so these ones don't sneak up on him and get him before I can recover him. Okay. So this is done, and he is at 13. He is at 5. Plus 10 is 15, and again, he has kicked the sissy's ass. My God. These Russian riflemen are punching way above their weight. Okay, so that's 4 to them. So we're down to 9 victory points for the Axis. Okay, and they have nothing else they can do because they only have this one card left at the moment. So we'll get rid of these. Give them 4 fresh cards, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. And we are to the finish turn. So again, they have this fire and rout. And they have a fire, command, confusion, fire, smoke grenades, move, crossfire, and fire, command, confusion again. So, what do we want to do first? Okay, I'm going to use this fire, command, confusion, and I'm going to activate Captain Antonelli here with his CC. And he can fire at him in a moment. Okay, so what we have is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 into here, and I have nothing that can expand on that, I don't think. Yeah, that's it. So we have 9 plus 3 is 12, and our light machine gun has jammed. How strange. Okay, so do they have anything to help? And they have no, 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 and no. Okay, so they are currently 6 minus 1 is 5, 6, 7 for the trees, and 4 is 11, so they are gone. Okay. The Russians can only afford to lose 1 more unit, and then they'll end up surrendering after that. So that's 4 points back. So I've been moving the wrong one. So that was 5. That should have gone to, I think we're at 9. My apologies. I think we're at 9 again. Righto. I'd moved the attack total rather than the VP points before. Okay, so that was that. So now this bloke will fire here. So we have 5 into here. And that is 5 plus 4 is 9. And he is 8 plus 2 is 10. So he is safe as houses. Right. The next thing we are going to do then is, I don't know, what else do we want to do? Well, let's rout him again. So here we have him. He's on a 6. And we get a 7. So he's going to rout for 1. And we have an event. And the event is blaze. Put a blaze in a random hex. So the random hex will be G1. So we have a blaze there in the open ground. So we'll call that a grass fire. Doesn't work. There we go. Okay, so he is going to go for 1, so he'll come this way. We have one more order we can give. So we're going to give a move order, and that order we are going to give to we're going to give to this unit here, and he is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 out. And that is 2 points. So we're up to 11, I believe. Okay, that's the end of those. We're going to keep all the cards we currently have, since they're all 5s. And we get 1 card back, and that's the end of the finished deck. So we get to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And drop, 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 just for the fun of it. Okay, so we've done that. So this time marker moves up here, like that, so it's now on 5. There's no sudden death, there's no defender, there is no smoke to remove, but there is set up reinforcing units. Yay! Okay, so these units can set up anywhere out to 9. No, sorry, let me get this right again. Yes, 9 hexes deep. Last 9 hexes. So there we go. So anywhere out to H 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, idiot. 9 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So anything up to the 2 row in the trees, because that's what we had. Or did they come back in on my board edge? I'm just going to do a quick check. Sorry about that. Wait one. Yes, I thought it was too good to be true. So it's anywhere along the friendly board edge. So we have Sergeant Ravina and 4 Cece. Friendly board edge is along here. So I'm going to put Sergeant Ravina here with him and him and him. And the other bloke I'm just going to put over here in this corner, just because I can. And then that gives me that hex. Righto. So, then it's dig-ins. And the Rushkins have a 1 dig-in that they can play if they wish. And it's going to be this bloke here, because he's got the only control marker still. And he doesn't want to give it up. So, there we go. He has some foxholes. Right, so the Finns get 2 more cards to complete their hand. And then we are into the Russian turn. I know we're at just under 20 minutes. We'll just keep going with the Russian turn and then see where we go from that. So they have a recover spray fire, a rout spray fire, a rout assault fire, and a move crossfire. So I think the first thing they're going to do is be cheeky, and they're going to rout us. So we have this CC here, and we have him here. Oh, that was an M6, so this machine gun is back. I think. Okay, so we'll do the lieutenant first. Yes, he wants to do the lieutenant first. So this is 10, 11, 12, so the chances of him routing aren't all that great. But he does, look at that, 12, yay! So 12 means that he's suppressed. Again, who would have thunk it? Okay, and that takes us up to time 6 of 7. We shuffle up the Russian cards. No VPs. No dig-ins. No anythings else to happen. So we just have to try and route the CC down on the track now. Okay, so he is 9, minus 1 for the track is 8. And he's going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, sorry. He is, oh, hang on, he was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he is gone. Well done. So eliminated. Well, he is eliminated, isn't he? Because he was made to route off, so we'll give them 4 points for that. So it's 7. And then we have to roll because we are up to sudden death. Right. So to keep on going, we will need an 8 or more, and we draw not enough. So that's the end of that. Okay, so there are no other objectives to look at. There was only this one. So in the grand scheme of things, the Russians had their bums kicked. But considering it was a surprise attack and we had 8 Molotov cocktails and all the bloody rest of it, which should have stopped them having any cover for those attacks, the Molotovs this time did next to nothing. So the Axis finally won. Wow. So that's now, I think, 1 win to 4 losses for the Axis. And guess where we're going next time? Yes, that's right. We're going to Lapland. And we're going to do Scenario 3 from the 2009 World Board Game Championships Combat Commander Tournament, which is this one here. Yay! Look at that. Very little. Okay. So, that is it. Yeah. Different sort of game. The way it started, I really thought that the Russians were going to win because they were being very sturdy, and as usual, their rifle squads were kicking the Finns' bottoms when it came to melee, which was strange. So, again, I hope you enjoyed it. The game finished with a twist, as usual. So, thank you again for your indulgence, your perseverance, and your patience, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you for the next scenario later on. Goodbye. Catch you later.